Today in the news, Windows 11 already looks more like a Windows 10.5. We got the physical incarnation of a silicon lotto, and a retailer does some shady stuff. What's up guys, I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. Before that, let me take a second to thank today's video sponsor, Whokeys. Whokeys is where you can buy keys like this one for Windows 10 Pro. Get yourself a license with that link down in the description and click buy now and enter the code BTS25 for 25% off. And then you just submit your order, and once you're through with your payment and you receive your key, go to your computer, click on the Windows button, type in activate, and update or change your product key. It's that simple. Let's get started with Microsoft. We've been following all of the updates for the new version of their operating system, and so far, while I'm impressed visually by the new-ish UI, I can definitely say that I don't see why this couldn't be just a Windows 10.5. Why do I say that? Well, it looks like similarly to Windows 10, we won't have all the features promised at launch. One of the coolest features of Windows 11, which is the ability to run Android apps on your PC, won't be ready. According to Microsoft, this will come in the following months after release. Well, that's a bummer. So what is actually going to be the release date? Well, it's not too far away. Microsoft officially set October 5th as the release date. It's not too far away, something like a month and 5 days. Next up, we got the Silicon Lottery in the news. And I mean the literal Silicon Lottery. Actually, it's more like I guess, silicon gambling. Anyways, in Japan, you can find a lot, and I mean a lot of vending machines selling any and everything. Umbrellas, underwear, shots of sake, amulets, you name it, they vending machine it. Anyways, spotted recently was a vending machine filled with Ryzen CPU boxes. And for this one, it's more of a gamble. To buy a box is a little under 10 bucks US, and basically when you get the box, you can get a handful of old CPUs, a Ryzen cooler, or you can actually have a chance of winning a Ryzen 3000 CPU. This person over on YouTube tried the machine and left with a Core i5 650, unusable, pretty much garbage, a Celeron 4930, which is quite good, and a ticket for a 1 in 30 chance to win a Ryzen CPU. I mean, if I was in front of this machine, I'd probably try my luck a couple of times. How about you guys? Let me know down below. Next up, we got a retailer that is trying to bamboozle its customers. So imagine putting a full deposit on a GPU, let's say a 3080, a couple of weeks after launch since, well, you know, it wasn't available. Later on, you see all the shenanigans happening in the market, like Nvidia cutting the hash rate of the TI models, all the new models popping out, and the re-release of its lineup with the LHR model. Now, at this point, you must be thinking, nice, I'm getting a non-LHR model, it's gonna hold its value better, so, you know, you wait, and you wait an unreasonable amount of time for it to be shipped to you. And when the retailer finally decides to contact you about your order, they basically tell you, no dice. We don't have it, but hey, you know what? You can have a lesser GPU with LHR, like a 3060. It seems insane and out of touch, but that seems to be what's happening with retailer X-Kom. The company sent an email to a customer who bought an RTX 3070 non-LHR asking if they would like an RTX 3060 LHR instead. Not only that, but the way it was explained in the email can lead someone to believe that both cards offer the same performance, which is insane. And it can also mislead you into thinking that these are your only choices. Either you get a refund or you get an RTX 3060 LHR. And X-Kom themselves confirmed that it was misleading in a response to InstallKey, the outlet that broke the story. Also, this isn't the only case of this happening with X-Kom. People have come out with similar situations regarding the RTX 3000 models. On top of that, you would think that they would, charge less for the new GPU if someone accepted to get an RTX 3060 LHR instead of the RTX 3060, right? Well, they don't. And they seem to be justifying this by saying something in the lines of, we're trying something, we try to be flexible, so we give the customer a choice. by ripping them off, I guess. Now, they did apologize for the misleading text and said that they will work to help people with their orders, but they will keep offering RTX 3060 LHRs for 3070s and 3080s. And you know what? This seems like typical retailer behavior. Like, it reminds me of what happened to me. I got a pre-order at Canada Computer for the RTX 3060 at $499. It was a Zotac Twin Edge OC. And a month and a half later, Canada Computers called me telling me that they received a Zotac Twin Edge non-OC, a worse card. The difference in clock speeds was 30 megahertz. The cards were essentially identical, and they basically asked me, well, look, we received that one. Are you willing to get this one instead? And I said, yeah, even though it's just a tiny little bit worse, I don't care. And Canada Computer essentially said, well, okay, well, you bought this at that time for that price, but this new one, this worse one, yeah, the price now is $599. So, you want to pony up the extra $100? And like a sucker, I did. I needed the GPU. What are you gonna say? It's not like I paid double. Okay, calm down. But still, it's a 3060 non-LHR. I guess I could resell it for that price. But yeah, seems like typical retailer behavior. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for the catch up. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Drop a like if you liked it, a comment if you want to talk about today's stories. As usual, you can click right here to see the latest video, right here to subscribe to the channel. Stay frosty, my dudes, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.